Deestroying has risen to fame with a football channel with the largest following on YouTube at almost 4 million subscribers. But the main question is, why isn't he in the league? So here's why Deestroying isn't in the NFL. 6 years back in 2015, Deestroying enrolled at UCF on scholarship. Even though he was extremely fast and athletic, having receiver-type speed, he joined the team as a kicker. He played 13 games for UCF and everything was going good, maybe too good. The same time he started playing football in college, he started a YouTube channel that began to pop off. It grew so big that those lovely folks at the NCAA noticed. And while having a YouTube channel isn't a problem for college athletes, it was in Deestroying's case because the NCAA had a rule which prohibited players from making money off their athletic status. What seems to be the problem here? Well, Deestroying has a channel that was based a lot about himself being a college athlete, even though most of his content was simply football related and nothing to do specifically with UCF. Not only did he make money off his videos, but he had videos that were directly correlated to his football career. The NCAA gave him an ultimatum to choose between his YouTube channel or his college football career. While the decision may sound easy, it wasn't as straightforward for Deestroying. His channel had already gained over 800,000 subscribers at the time, which obviously persuaded him to continue his YouTube channel. But usually this is where the story ends. A talented football player chooses YouTube over a full-ride scholarship at UCF, but that wasn't the case for Deestroying because, as it turns out, this is only where the story begins because Deestroying's love for football continued to grow. Without any restrictions on his YouTube channel, he was finally free to create whatever content he wanted. Deestroying decided to expand his YouTube channel and feature NFL stars such as Tyreek Hill, Cam Newton, and Antonio Brown. Most of us remember AB's famous breakdown where he even came swinging at Deestroying. But what about when Logan and Jake Paul said they were the fastest YouTubers in the world, only to get smoked by Deestroying in a race for all to see? While Deestroying's channel was rapidly growing, his football career was slowly getting away from him. Unfortunately for Deestroying, it wasn't a lack of talent that prevented him from getting an opportunity. Instead, it was the controversy associated with him that turned heads the other direction. He had the support of his fans, but lacked the support of those who needed him the most, NFL general managers. And if there's one way to sabotage your NFL opportunity, it's to cause drama instead of peacefully leaving the college world. Remember what happened to Antonio Brown? Luckily, he did take his complaints to court. He felt that by forcing him to demonetize his YouTube to retain his college scholarship, UCF had violated his right to free speech and his right to due process. Simply put, Deestroying just wanted to continue his college education, but he couldn't afford it without his football scholarship. We're grateful he had the courage to stand up for this, but sadly, whether or not he realized it, all he was doing was building a bad reputation through the eyes of the NFL world. He found some luck with an agent that got him what seemed to be a great opportunity. It came from the Canadian Football League's Toronto Argonauts, who brought in 3 other kickers to try out who all had experience in the NFL. But Deestroying came, prepared, and demonstrated that he was more than worthy of a spot on the team. When it came time to decide, the Argonauts called up Deestroying with good news. He was invited to training camp. After hearing the good news, he quickly moved to Canada, hoping this opportunity could bring him one step closer to accomplishing his lifelong dream, making it to the NFL. But unfortunately for Deestroying, he wasn't alone. 4 other kickers were invited to the Argonauts training camp. He quickly found out that the Argonauts were using him for publicity only. After all, just signing Deestroying earned the Argonauts over 15,000 new followers on their Instagram account. They were just using D for the clout. Then, even though he had shown a solid showing throughout camp, he was settling for minimum wage on the practice squad and would soon be released. After he got released from the Argonauts, Deestroying went back to focusing on his YouTube channel. However, this time Deestroying decided to take matters into his own hands. But instead of continuing to create fun-loving YouTube videos, Deestroying used his channel to showcase his skills to NFL scouts. These videos displayed him practicing his kicks in hopes of catching NFL attention. Unlike his experience with the Argonauts, this hard work didn't go to waste, since he was invited to work out for the NFL Combine. Luckily, Deestroying's much-anticipated Combine appearance didn't go without turning some heads. For someone who many believed had the physical ability to play as a receiver and kicker, fans weren't expecting a kicker's 40-yard dash time to be that good. And this had fans questioning, did Deestroying have the speed to play at the next level? And this question was instantly answered after Deestroying ran a sub 4.6 40-yard dash at Brandon Marshall's House of Athletes scouting combine. Commenters also said, "Let's see that boy make some money, and I not accept this time that's a kicker now. But seriously, let's see Deestroying make some money. He deserves an NFL paycheck after that performance." And even though he balled out at the combine, he still found himself without an NFL home. But it wasn't all for nothing, at least, to gain the respect of a former NFL receiver in Brandon Marshall, who responded with the following words: "We don't respect the kicker position enough. Deestroying, the UCF guy, I'm tired of seeing guys miss chip shots. I want to see Deestroying hit a 70-yarder, and I also want to see this dude come out and just show them how consistent he can be. Maybe that's what's been holding Deestroying back. Teams aren't sure if Deestroying can be consistent enough and perform under pressure. However, if you ask me, Deestroying has done all he can through his platform. And now he finds himself waiting for an NFL phone call. And even though he hasn't gotten that opportunity to try out for an NFL team yet, he's still only 24 years old. So he likely has many opportunities ahead of him to make it as an NFL kicker. But even if Deestroying's NFL dreams doesn't work out, it's safe to say that Deestroying loves what he's doing. I love football. I love my platform. I get to inspire many and show them to never give up. If you have a dream, chase it until you can't chase it no more. Deestroying faced the uphill battle that everyone could get rich in college sports, except the athletes. As of July 3rd, 2021, that's no longer the case. Student athletes can finally profit from their name, image, and likeness. If only Deestroying was a few years younger. We could have seen how his college career would have gone and maybe have seen him in the NFL a lot sooner. Good luck, D. Carry on.